And it's not this pop culture perception of all American.
Yeah.
You know, Pod or Chad. You know, all American.
Stereotype. I love that.
You know, that kind of. It's
very white.
Not that anymore. It's not the typical white guy. It's multicolored.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't know, reading somewhere on the news that right now that 50% of the children so far born in the United States are minorities. So, which means
numbers game.
You know, what does it say about the picture, the landscape of our culture with all of these attitudes? You know, you can remind you. You know, people. We form our attitudes from our parents, our friends, from school, and from the media. So now you can get information in a different way that's not traditional.
And it's inexpensive.
And it's basically almost cheap.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Almost cheap.
So, I mean, I don't know. I think
I like that. Almost
the attitudes are progressing. I think, you know, they're progressing away from what they used to be, but the attitudes are shifting sort of in different ways. You know, there's going to always be racism in any country.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just think people are becoming more educated about each other. You know, for example, like rap music.
Okay.
You know, mostly
like hip hop. The big.
You know, most African Americans don't listen to rap music. They don't even buy it.
Well, what do they listen to? I mean, if they can be classified, what do they listen to?
I mean, you know, a lot of the rap music and hip hop is geared towards a small, like what kids listen to today on the radio is geared towards a small group of kids that are teenagers and people in their 20s and 30s.
Yeah.
You know, and not everybody. I mean, you might hear about it through some form of cultural osmosis, like I'm in your car, I'm listening to. Okay, now I know who that is.
Yeah.
But to have it in my CD player or my iPod,
I purchased it. You
know, or I sit up in my free time on YouTube or whatever and watch these videos. No, you know, it's that genre of music has become its own industry where it's global. Like I'm well, a couple of years ago, me and a friend we traveled to Poland to visit a friend, and I wake up with the alarm. And it was one of these alarm radios that that turns on or whatever when you set the alarm.
Yeah.
And it's on a hip hop station.
Gotcha.
And I'm hearing Chameleonaire, the rapper.
Iced Out Griller, or like
You know, I'm like all the way in Poland. I mean, 20 years ago, this would not.
And your friend was white?
Yeah, he was white.
Yeah.
But 20 years ago, this would not have ever happened. So. More people beside African Americans.
Oh yeah,
much more.
I listen to hip hop left and right. You know that.
Yeah. Listen to it. All right. So there, you know. So and then at the same time, you know, people from Africa. I mean, like for me, I listen to more than just hip hop. I mean, I listen to some, but
hip hop's fucking. I mean, it's such a broad term.
But
it's affecting other genres.
But I don't predominantly listen to hip hop.
Sure.
You know, it's either classical or Israeli music.
Yeah.
Or music that, you know, I picked up, and you know, from other friends.
Culturally invigorating stuff.
Yeah, stuff from friends from other cultures. I picked up some of their music.
Cool.
But it's not predominantly. You know, I listen to my iPod. I have some rap songs, some hip hop. You know, some R&B. You know, but it's not. That's not predominantly what I have in my iPod. It's
sometimes it's not music at all.
No.
Yeah.
So I guess so. That's the part of growing up in the South is dealing with attitudes about race in every aspect of life, and religious institutions, in school, with dating, in business. You know, think about, and this is the thing I've learned about in business, that in business, you know, if you want to approach a prospect, it's better to approach a prospect as someone they care to like.
I agree. I totally agree.
Once there was one.
I like that put well.
There was one particular prospect once that I wanted to do business with, and I knew from other individuals that he was not
on the up and up.
Well, he was a bit prejudiced towards African Americans.
Okay.
So I sent someone to, you know, who was, you know, late 30s, gray hair. He looked like a good old boy.
All right.
And he went in and he made the sale. He met with the guy, gave the presentation, got the deal. And I never wanted this customer to meet me because I was thinking, you know, they might not want to do business with me.
Wow.
So I've learned, well, this is the way business is. Or, hey, you know, what if you're reaching an Asian market? Yeah. Maybe an Asian businessman may not want to deal with someone who's not of his culture, or maybe somebody Hispanic. Yeah. Maybe they don't want to deal with someone who doesn't speak Spanish very well. I mean, but these are just particular examples. I don't want to extrapolate and make false generalizations from these examples.
Right.
But that opens up the possibility, and so this is why you'll see in the media where the companies are trying to reach a demographic. They segment it by ethnicity or race, however you want to call them. That they will put someone up generally to emulate that person, you know, that group.
To be a representative.
Right. And not only in skin color or ethnicity, it can also be in age or in gender or someone...
Or in popular media.
Or someone who looks like... Or by their clothing, or the psychology of their clothing, you know, connotates that they are urban, or maybe they are a college student. Or
Name brand.
Right.
Yeah, got to.
You know, so I learned that you know, a part of business, at times you might have to strategize and circumvent people's prejudicial, you know, attitudes and beliefs.
It's true.
But that's business. That's the way.
Yeah.
That's the way.
Currently, I think we're around in a cool time, which is the end soon in our lifetime, God willing. Just do your thing. Let me take the time.
Just 1 second.
Oh, actually, it's this time. Feel free to move off. I'm gonna pee real quick.
Hello. Hello.
Wasn't my wife, was it?
No.
You don't have to stand in front of the camera if you don't want to. If you feel weird, feel free to talk. I talk to it. Whatever you want, man. I'll be right back.